we are in a very unique moment now in Armenia because there's been some very good progress about peace, and peace brings stability and opportunity. So peace is not just about political achievement, it's really also about economic opportunity, and I think everyone is aware of this. So we really welcome that. At the same time, Armenia is making commitment on the global scene in many different topics, one of them being COP17. And COP17 reflects Armenia's ambitions to be a global player on issues that are way beyond the country itself, right? So global issues. Armenia will take the lead in diplomatic negotiation, environmental negotiation, and that will also bring a possibility to accelerate the green transformation of the economy. So this was a message also that I passed to the audience, because Armenia is at that stage where it will have, if peace is established, long-lasting peace, there will be many economic opportunities that come both from within Armenia and from also outside, with investors or businesses that want to come to Armenia. And so now the country really has to embrace the green agenda, the green transformation, and it's taking steps. There is now a green financing strategy, there is a green taxonomy. The country will soon issue the new climate objective for Armenia that will be presented in Brazil at COP30, and the country will also issue in the next few days the new national biodiversity strategy. So these are all environmental frameworks that are very important, which will guide and help some of the new investments so that Armenia comes to international standards. So this is great. And the last point I think that came out today is that Armenia also has the ambition to have an inclusive economy. We heard about how important it is to invest not just in the big urban center, but also in the rural areas where you have so many capacities, including refugees rebuilding their life. You have a very vibrant youth all around the country that has been driving the startup land, and startup in Armenia are fantastic. It's one of the most vibrant economy sector, particularly in the tech, in finance tech, in agribusiness. So really, I think there is a lot of opportunities, and in the United Nations, of course, we support a lot of these points that I have mentioned. We will support the organization of the COP. We will help to augment all activities related to biodiversity, both in Armenia. We are very much in discussion with the private sector on how the private sector can adapt or can embrace new ways of production that are more positive towards the environment, that help fighting climate. So many different ideas, this is actually great. I think it's this year, next year, it's going to be very critical so that we can bring all this good energy together. I think people need to work together towards these common endeavors and towards stability.
And since we're talking about peace nowadays a lot, we're curious, what about our war prisoners? And in the framework of UN, what is UN doing to make sure that their rights are secured?
So, your Prime Minister was speaking at the UN General Assembly last Saturday. He spoke quite a lot about peace and the progress achieved, and of course he said that still lots of diplomatic, institutional, humanitarian effort were needed, including in resolving the situation of prisoners of war and missing persons. So this is something we believe that it's important to establish the peace and to establish the space under which sensitive topics can be discussed, and I think this is the strategy of your government.
And do you think it will be one of the first points for establishing the peace to make sure that our war prisoners will be secured and they will be back?
Listen, I think the discussion today is on economic opportunities, okay? So this will be for another discussion. I've already provided an answer.
Thank you so much.
All right, good. Thank you.